As we say, it's a tale of two Ronnies this morning. Ronnie Corbett is one of our best-loved comedians, and his work on The Two Ronnies is the stuff, of course, of legend and ran for nearly 100 episodes.
Well, now he's decided to go solo, and his new one-man show is out on DVD. Before we say a good morning to him, let's take a look. And Ronnie Corbett is with us now. I'm sorry we haven't got a glass of wine to offer you.
Well, just to sit and be confident. Oh, I've got a cup.
There's nothing in that.
Oh, nothing in that. No. Is there nothing in yours either?
No, finished. We finished. Do you still laugh at yourself when you watch?
I did this morning. It's a bit. I don't really know. It's quite embarrassing, really. And you know what's coming. You know what you're saying, and so nothing surprises you. But I enjoyed doing it, I have to say. Because I haven't, I mean, Ron and I, because I've been so strongly associated all these years, very pleasantly and comfortably and happily associated with Ronnie B, but I always went to Australia in the winter months and did cabaret and did this one-man stuff. So I've done that a lot longer than people over this.
I see. So, yeah, it's only over here we think it's a new departure for you. But even within the two Ronnies, you always had the chair monologue.
Yes.
You always were stripped out there on your own, rambling away.
Rambling away in a Lylan Scott sweater, yes. Yes, dear Spike Mullen started that off. When we started the two Ronnies, we decided on... We sat down at a desk and worked out what our individual strengths are and were. Still are, hopefully, hanging on in there. We worked out what the running order and the shape of a show would be, and it never altered. When I did my chair spot, Ronnie did his character spot with the drawing board or the moustache on, because he didn't feel he could be. He didn't know what Ronnie Barker was really as himself, so he could be somebody else, and it never altered. No, and I enjoyed the show.
So it was quite carefully choreographed then, right from the beginning.
It was, yes, and we never ever altered it. We tried once to just jig the running order, but it remained the same, always in the same shape. Yes.
As you say, you've always been around, always been popular, but you know, there's a bit of a kind of revisiting the comedy heritage going on here, isn't there?
Yes.
How great those shows were, and you know, I'm sure this DVD will fly off the shelves.
Well,
do you think there's an element of that?
Well, there is. Of course, we've done revisited two Ronnies. We've done 6 shows here at the Beeb, with largely retrospective. But Ron and I have come in the studio with the audience and relinked them, so they'll be being seen again in the new year. And we've completely remade the shows, so they're all different running orders. But I mean, the audiences that came to see them in the studio were fantastic. They were pleased to see something, you know. It's like your Strictly Come Dancing.
It's a bit like Brucey, isn't it?
Right, Brucey, yes. Have you got a bit of a...
Let's get into a clip so I can...
Oh, God.
Just while Taz has a cough, let's look at the two Ronnies.
Sorry, I'm still coughing.
Yes,
it's so funny.
Have you had a sip?
I have, yes. Sorry, thank you very much.
Right.
You were saying about Bruce Forsyth. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it, how... kind of, with all due respect, the old greats, the older generation are still dominating our screens and still sort of giving everybody else a run for their money.
Well, it's lovely. Of course, the strength of Strictly Come Dancing is certainly in Bruce, but of course people do love to see a bit of glamour, music.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about
I mean, it's about ability, isn't it?
Well,
you know, you earned your spurs, didn't you?
Well, of course.
I mean, fame came relatively late to you.
That's right. I was 37 before I was on television.
And was it something that you always wanted, and that it eventually came to you late, or it was just something that happened?
No, I kind of had a wee sort of plan in my mind that if something didn't happen when I was 37, then I would pack it up and I'd go into an agency business or something like that. And it turned up at those. But you see, there was so much more live work about in those days. I mean, we were nightclubs in the West End. There were probably about 8 or 10 nightclubs that had proper floor shows with proper little performers in them, you know, and big performers as well. But I mean, Daniel LaRue and Barbara Windsor, Victor Spinetti, and my wife and myself. And we worked in 52 weeks a year in that little world. And so by the time you got 37, you'd done an awful lot of work with the public, so you knew what people wanted.
It's all very different now, then, isn't it? In terms of breaking through.
Well, people are so much braver now. I mean, they break in at 19:21 and do an hour. I mean, when we started, you did 7 minutes, you know, on a Moss Empire's bill. And if you did more than, if you did nine minutes, there'd be a knock at the door. Take that 2 minutes.
But it's interesting you say that they're brave. I mean, is that genuinely how you see the current state of comedy?
Yes, I think they are very brave. I mean, they go out there to do an hour, which is a long time, and maybe some of them have really got 17 minutes of material, and the rest is all kind of spread or stretched, or, you know, I mean,
repeated?
Yeah, repeated. And go out there with nothing planned, really. I mean, we would never do that, you see, we'd be terrified. I mean, it's quite good, really, to be that adventurous, I think.
OK, we'll finish up talking about you, Ronnie, not about the current crop. So, two Ronnies, you say, are coming back. We're going to see.
Yes, we have done the
thank
6.
Goodness.
Yes, we've done the 6 programmes, and as I say, revisited most of it, apart from Ron and I linking it. We take you know, and we do different little bits in between, but the optician sketch is in there.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And the DVD?
And the DVD, we hope that is a Christmas package, yes, and we hope that it works very well, yes. I enjoyed doing it, certainly.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
We've enjoyed watching it. Ronnie, thank you very much indeed for coming.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure having you here with us on Breakfast.
We're great fans, I must say, at home.
Good. Well, it's lovely to have you here.
Toast to you. Thank you.
Toast to you too. Thank you very much. Now, just to tell you, tomorrow, Bill and Susanna are going to be meeting the singer Belinda Carlisle and